Hi, I'm Jean Nolte, editor at Fons & Porter.
And I'm Colleen Tauke. I'm the sewing specialist at Fons & Porter. In this tutorial, we will show you how to make the blocks that make up the quilt reflections.
To get the pattern for this quilt, go to our website. So this is a quilt that's made totally from 10-inch squares.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing you're going to want to do is pair them up so that they have a bit of contrast
Some
in
of
the
them
pairs.
don't have a lot of strong contrast, but you can mate them up two that you like together.
Right, so divide them all up into pairs, and then we're going to make blocks that are reflective.
Mm-hmm.
So I have two prints here. You put them right sides together, but these are batiks, so it really doesn't matter.
Right.
The first thing you're going to do is find the center. This is a 10-inch square, so that's 5 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Make a dot at the center. Draw a line from there to each
outside corner. This is
So
a little bit different process than we're used to, but it makes a great block when we're done, so hang on.
Once you see it, you'll be amazed. So we've got these two squares stacked on top of each other. Now I'm just going to cut on that line. Oops, I have to move it over a little. Put that out of the way.
At home, you probably have your favorite place to work, and it probably has a bigger mat.
Mm-hmm.
A simple slice of that 10-inch square into shapes that we're not used to always working with.
Right,
but since they're all paired up, all the pieces we're going to need now are available. So we need 8.5 off that center triangle we created. We're going to take the tip off.
So I put the 8.5-inch line along the bottom of that triangle, and I just cut off that little piece, and that we just don't need.
That's your waist, not much.
Nope. And so now to make the block, we've got
just do a little bit of
triangles.
rearranging.
So we obviously want to use opposite colors together. So we're going to join these 3 pieces. So the first thing you want to do is put right sides together and put this side piece on there. And you want to line that up so that's just about 1/4 of an inch sticking up above the top.
Right. As I come to the machine here, you can then see that there's going to be a little triangle that extends beyond that centerpiece, and where those crisscross should be at 1/4 inch. So when you put it under your machine and lower your presser foot, it should go right into that intersection of your 2 fabrics. And then a simple 1/4 inch seam is all you're going to do. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now, when you get to the end of the seam, you're going to think, why is one piece longer than the other? That's okay. You've not done anything wrong. You're going to press toward those outside triangles.
Right.
And we have one done here. Jean has in front of her.
So
both sides
these
done.
are both pieces now. So you've put the outside pieces of the opposite color on each triangle. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to stack those.
You could cut them one at a time, but we as quilters, we don't like to waste time.
I like to be a little bit faster.
Stack them up.
I always want to keep this triangle right side up, but first I'm going to turn it just to cut the strips.
Just so that we have a more comfortable cutting direction here, 2-inch strips is what we're going to take.
So I'm going to take this.
And you're going to go all the way across the block.
I'm going to just separate that just a little bit
where
so I can see where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to cut 2 inches again.
It's a simple progression across. And you'll see when we get to the last strip, again, not very much waste. This is an efficient use of your 10-inch squares. A lot of times we think, well, I don't want to waste any fabric. I hate throwing fabric away. That just seems sinful. No, I love all of it. I want to keep all of it. So
all right, then we got
to the
one
last
more
strip.
And this is a little bit wider than 2 inches, so we're going to cut the 4th 2-inch strip here.
Remember those little tails that were hanging down? That's your discard.
All right. So
look, just a little tiny piece.
Get rid of that.
Yep.
So this is when I want to turn my mat back around.
It's all about keeping things in order.
So that it looks like a triangle still. So now we're just going to start at the bottom
and the
and
last
put it on
shall
the
be
top.
First. Work your way.
And the next one.
And you're going to start to see that part of that reflection block is starting to appear. There we go. And the last piece. And at that point, it's simple strip piece, simple straight lines.
So, there, 1, 2,
If you can count
3.
to 4, you can get it done. 3, 4.
4.
There
And
we
then-
go. We got our reflection. Go ahead and then work your way through all of your 10-inch squares. Arrangement is up to you. You might want to kind of spread out the lights and the darks a little bit, but you're going to create a beautiful quilt in the end.
Yep, all you do is join blocks into rows and join the rows, and your quilt top is done.
Thanks for joining us today.
To see more of our videos, visit our website.